Welcome to English Leap Podcast.
Your journey from beginner to fluent.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Beginner to Fluent. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. Today, we are talking about something really important. Stop telling people everything.
Yes, many people think that sharing every detail of their life makes them closer to others. But actually, it can sometimes do the opposite.
Exactly. Not everyone you share with is truly happy for you. Some people may judge, criticize, or even use your words against you later.
That's so true. Think about it. Have you ever told someone your dream, and instead of supporting you, they laughed or said, "That's impossible"?
Oh yes, and that kind of reaction can kill motivation. That's why keeping some things private gives them power to grow.
I like that. It's like planting a seed. If you dig it up every day and show it to everyone, it won't grow.
Perfect example. Dreams, goals, even personal struggles, they need silence and protection. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world.
But David, many people overshare because they are looking for validation. They want others to approve or encourage them.
True. But here is the problem. If you depend on others for approval, you also give them the power to destroy your confidence.
Exactly. That's why we should learn to validate ourselves. To trust our own decisions and progress without needing an audience.
Yes. And this also applies to English learners. Some learners feel the need to constantly announce, "I'm learning English. Look at my progress."
Right, and sometimes when people do not react, or they criticize, it discourages them.
That's why quiet practice is powerful. Study in silence, surprise people later with your fluency.
I love that. Work hard in silence, and let success make the noise.
Exactly. And silence also protects your peace. When you don't tell everyone everything, you avoid unnecessary opinions.
Because people will always have opinions. Some will support, but some will project their fears onto you.
Yes. If you tell someone you want to start a business, they might say, "That's too risky." If you say you want to move abroad, they might say, "That's too hard."
And if you tell them every detail of your English learning journey, they might say, "Why waste time? English is too difficult."
Exactly. But when you keep quiet, nobody can discourage you. You just keep building.
It's also about boundaries. Not everyone is meant to know your private life. Some people are only meant to see the results.
Yes. You can choose wisely who to trust, maybe one close friend or mentor. But the whole world does not need access to your plans.
That's true. Because energy is precious. Sharing too much can drain it.
Right. And people who overshare often feel regret later, thinking, "I should not have said that."
So the smart way is, speak less, act more. Share results, not processes.
And you will notice, people respect you more when you are mysterious. When you don't tell them everything, they become curious.
Yes. Silence builds strength, and it builds respect.
So friends, remember this lesson: protect your dreams, protect your peace, and stop telling people everything.
David, I think many people confuse openness with honesty. They think that if they don't share everything, they are not being real.
Yes, but honesty does not mean oversharing. You can be truthful without giving away every detail of your life.
Exactly. For example, if someone asks how your English study is going, you can just say, "It's going well." You don't have to explain your full routine, your struggles, your mistakes.
Right. Because the more details you give, the more chances for others to judge or give unnecessary advice.
And sometimes people give advice without even understanding your journey.
Oh yes, like someone who does not even speak English telling you how you should study.
That happens so often. And that's why silence is a form of protection.
You know, Emma, silence also makes your actions louder. If you don't tell people what you're doing, they will see the results and be surprised.
That's powerful. Imagine someone who studies English quietly for a year. Suddenly they speak fluently, and everyone says, "Wow, when did that happen?"
Yes. That's the strength of quiet growth. It shocks people because they did not see it coming.
But if you talk too much, people expect results fast. And if you don't deliver, they laugh or doubt you.
Exactly. Talking too much about plans without action creates pressure and sometimes embarrassment.
So the lesson is, work first, speak later.
Absolutely. And here's another point: not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some people feel jealous when you share good news.
That's so true. Maybe they act happy, but inside they feel envy.
And that energy can affect you. You might start doubting yourself because of their reaction.
Yes, which is why protecting your dreams is not selfish. It's smart.
Emma, let me ask, do you think this applies only to goals, or also to personal struggles?
Both. If you share all your struggles, some people will secretly enjoy your pain. Others will use your weakness against you.
Exactly. Some people listen not to help, but to gossip.
Yes, and that's dangerous. That's why we should choose carefully who deserves to hear our struggles.
A trusted mentor, a close family member, maybe one real friend, that's enough.
And for the rest of the world, silence is protection.
I like that, silence is protection.
Also, keeping some things private gives you inner strength. You feel more in control.
Yes. When you tell less, you feel lighter. You do not worry about people's opinions,
And you also stop needing external approval.
which makes you independent, confident, and strong.
So friends, if you are learning English or working on a big goal, remember, you do not need to tell everyone. Just focus.
Exactly. Let your actions speak. Let your results speak.
Because silence is not weakness. Silence is power. David, I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is telling their goals too early.
Yes, because the moment you announce it, your brain feels like you already achieved something.
Exactly. It's like fake satisfaction. You feel proud just because you told people, not because you did the work.
And that pride can make you lazy. You think, I already told everyone, so it's real. But in truth, nothing has happened yet.
Right. That's why successful people usually keep their moves secret until they are ready.
I like that. Quiet preparation, loud results.
Yes. And another point, when you tell people everything, you give them the power to control your emotions.
True. If they react negatively, you feel down. If they laugh, you doubt yourself.
And sometimes, even if they don't say anything bad, just their silence can make you insecure.
Exactly. You start thinking, maybe my dream is too big. Maybe they don't believe in me.
But if you had stayed silent, you would keep your confidence safe.
Emma, do you think this is also true for relationships and personal life?
Oh, yes. Sharing too much about your personal life can create problems.
Like when people post every detail on social media?
Yes, exactly. The more you expose, the more opinions and judgments you invite.
And some people even use that information to harm you later.
True. Privacy is protection, not secrecy. There is a difference.
That's an important point. Secrecy is hiding. Privacy is choosing wisely.
Beautifully said. Privacy is wisdom.
And wisdom means knowing what to share, when to share, and with whom.
Right. For example, if you are learning English, share your progress with a teacher or a supportive friend, not with everyone.
Because some people will encourage you, but many will discourage you.
Exactly. And discouragement can kill motivation.
That's why I always tell learners, don't announce your journey, prove it with results.
Yes, and those results will speak louder than any words.
You know, Emma, silence also creates mystery. People wonder what you are doing.
Oh, that's powerful. Curiosity can make people respect you more.
Yes, because when you are unpredictable, you are stronger.
Right. Predictable people are easy to control. Silent people are harder to read.
And being hard to read gives you power.
Exactly. Silence is not emptiness. It's strength.
And strength comes from control, control of words, control of emotions, control of actions.
Yes. The less you say, the more control you keep.
And the more you control, the more powerful you become.
David, sometimes people think silence means weakness, but it's actually the opposite.
True. Silence shows discipline, not fear.
Yes, and discipline builds respect.
Exactly. If you talk less, people listen more when you finally speak.
That's the power of controlled words.
And the best part? You protect your energy from unnecessary noise.
Right. Because not every ear deserves your story.
And not every eye deserves your plan.
That's why silence is also a form of self-love.
Beautifully said, Emma. Silence keeps your heart safe.
So, at the end of the day, silence is not about hiding. It's about protecting.
Yes, and when you stop telling people everything, you keep your strength, your focus, and your peace.
Share less, live more.
Exactly. Because the strongest people speak through actions, not endless words.
Thanks for watching.
What do you learn from our conversation?
Tell us in the comments section.